It's time to start the things that God gave you years ago. Whatever God put in your hands, it's time to release. Because there's new things that God's trying to do, and He can't give you anything new if you're not willing to release or willing to start or show Him that, you can start without actually seeing the evidence or the things that you need. Release what God showed you. Believe in yourself more than anything. Doesn't matter the opinions. Don't ask nobody about what God is giving you, what God is showing you. Just start it. God put things in us to build wealth, to build income for ourselves, because again, like Ecclesiastes 11, we do not know what this world is going to come to. So therefore, God is giving us talents. God is giving us skills. So let's not waste it. Let us prepare. God will take us through training, through trials, through circumstances, and yes, we can complain. Yes, we can be frustrated. Yes, we can run like Jonah. And I'm learning that the things that I ran from, like God is putting me back in. And when God is putting you in position, and it's not being arrogant, because some of us are the position without even noticing it. You don't need the titles. You don't need any of that. You just continue to be God's servant, God's child, God's son, and His daughter, and do what He asks you to do, even when it's uncomfortable, and be more vulnerable and honest with God more than anything about how you're feeling, what you're going through, because He already knows. Just give it to Him. Cast all your cares and all your worries unto Him. There are things that's in us that, yes, we can be afraid. We're scared of, like, okay, God, is this really going to work out? Like, we can look at our circumstances and our situation, because I know what I do. I was complaining, and God, like, literally, like, man, oh my God, like, God had to, like, show me. Like, God, because it's frustrating. Like, if all goes left, like, God, I don't have a backup plan. I don't have anything. So, like, I was letting fear come in. I was letting doubt come in. And God had us, like, stop complaining and stop worrying so much. Like, I'm an overthinker. So when I overthink, it gets the best of me. And I mean, it gets the best. I start thinking about this, that. Like, all the outcomes of what can go wrong more than what can go actually right. So therefore, stop doing that and cast all your cares unto God. And it can be hard sometimes. Because I am not going to say, well, counting it all joy is going to be easy. No, it's not. Because I don't count this all joy. Sometimes I don't count everything. Like, it's aggravating, it's frustrating, especially like when you've done something for so long, and yes, you can see the growth within yourself. Yes, you can see changes and things, but God, like, where are the results? Not knowing that the results is the progress in you, that the situation changed you more than the outcome, because that's what I'm more proud of. Like, I didn't gain more of something else in the physical, and I didn't change. So therefore, certain circumstances are for us to change while we're going through, and the things that we need to learn to able to handle what God is giving us. So therefore, there are things that God is giving us, that God gave us, that He wants us to release now, because there's something that's more greater and bigger that He trusts us with. And there are things that I have started, and I don't even understand, like, that God gave me new once I started releasing and doing the things that He told me that He gave me years ago. So start releasing, start working on a thing, start doing this. God's going to give you instructions. Start this, start that. Do it. God, it don't make sense, but yet I'm growing in the midst of it. Like, I'm still chasing you in the midst of it. And when I notice I veer off, I'm still able to identify things in myself. Like, hey, God, I don't like this. Like, but that's all God wants. But God has certain talents and things in us that's going to impact not just ourselves, not just our family, but for others. God trusts you. Doesn't matter why, or why not you. Yes, you lack some things. Yes, you don't know it all. So what? If God chose you, then let Him choose you, and He'll work out all the details. You don't have to prove it to anybody else. You don't like, God, I don't know why you chose me. Then please keep the wrong people out of your ear, because they'll keep you discouraged on not starting what God told you to start. People are mad because the fact, like, God chose you, and they don't see themselves the way that God sees them, and that's it. And when you are sharing your dreams and your vision with people that don't see themselves fit or adequate, and going through the same thing that you're struggling with and going through, like, you can stay discouraged. You cannot start what God started. And God is saying in this season right here, no, I'm sorry. No, we're not even going to say that. God wants us to start what He put in us. Release what he gave you. I'm gonna say what he's been showing me. Release what I gave you so I can give you something new. The something new is bigger than your reality. Just do it. Just start. Because if you don't start it now, it's not going to come out the way that I want it to later. It'll make sense to who that makes sense to, but it makes sense to me because when God is telling you to start something now, there is specific people that he has already in place that can give you the vision and that can bring out your vision. If you do it on your own time and you're trying to give it to other people, they may not have the same vision, and it may not be the people that God wants you to start, because God led me to where he needed me to start. Like, when you start walking with God, God will give you things and show you where to go, and then just like, God, who would you want me to have in this? God, send me the people. God, direct me to the people, and God will. People that can actually bring your vision to life, the vision that God gives you. So start what he is start what he is asking you to start. Afraid, messy, however, scared. Listen, fear. Okay, God said we don't have fear. Fear is here. So, why do you have that? Because there's when we start something that it always go wrong or it don't go right, but literally it actually do, because if God is redirecting you, you're learning from the mistakes. You're not just starting from scratch every time. You're starting from, with experience of failure. You're starting with the experience of, okay, what didn't go right last time? What did I do? And if I didn't do anything wrong, pay attention to the patterns and other people and other things, and start maneuvering and be more strategic. Allow God to continue to guide your steps and give you direction. Like, what God gives us, we're going to need him to keep it. So did you go in your own truth, or did you follow God completely and things fell apart? Because it can be like that too. Like, God wants to show you and your own habits and the habits that you need to unbreak and to unlearn, but he's also showing how he uses you. He's showing you, because when God uses you, it's going to hurt, but can you give yourself back to God? Because in order to maintain what he has, we got to break the habits that God has to break us, purify us, so we're on his firm foundation no matter what. Can you turn the other cheek when things come your way? Can you, and that was a tough one for me. That was a tough one. And boy, that was a tough one, but I'm doing it. And I've got so good at it. I'm great at that now, because I think I got so great that I created other boundaries, which distance, and I cut people off. So that might become, that's a barrier. So it's I got so great at it that I created, a wall and a guard up. But that's something that I know now. So it's God, show me who's for me. Because if something don't look right, I don't want to deal with it. Bump it. I don't want to deal with it. So it's God got to show me, listen, I got this person here for a reason. You got to grow. But I don't like being aggravated. I don't like my peace being disturbed. I don't like annoyance. I know what I don't like. So it's also God showing you knowing what you like and what you don't like. But God is putting things in you that you have to start when he says start. Because if you delay it, you're not just delaying it for yourself, but you're delaying it for the others, for other people. So let God build you up, let God break you down, and let God refine you, crush you, so he can purify you, so he can show you the beautiful things inside of you, and he get the glory, because everything that we do is for him to get the glory, for us to build his kingdom, not our own kingdom, to help other people, to bring his children back unto him, to build businesses, to build things, to be impactful to the world, so people can understand and see that God is real, and that he has people that have a heart of him, that will do anything to go after the 99, that will do anything to go through the fire and stand with other people and build things so other people can have healthy environments. Healthy, because we need healthy, and it's not a lot of healthy things out here. It's not a lot of loving things. It's not a lot of caring things out here. So give God you. Let him show you what's inside of you, so your talents aren't going to waste in the world, but they're being used for God's kingdom, so he can get the glory, but also so you can have that prosperous life as well. Life will be more prosperous no matter what you got to go through when you're doing it for the glory of God, and when you're doing it of God's firm foundation. There are things in you that God wants to bring out that's going to be impactful. Yeah, you get wealth in the world, riches in the world, but it's not the same as getting it with God and being prosperous the way that you will be with God, being protected, being covered. You can have everything in the world, but you won't have the things that you actually need, just the things that you want.